Hey Guru Nation, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share. Really means a lot to me. This is a video that I've been getting a lot of comments on YouTube and on TikTok about people unknowingly, they're subconsciously self-limiting themselves. So this is across the board. This is a psychological issue. This has nothing to do with lack of experience, although everyone associates it with that. And this has nothing to do with people who already work in research and do have plenty of experience, they just don't realize it, or people new to research that do have transferable skills, they just don't realize it. And the topic gets even deeper because we get into the differences between wanting to learn something new versus putting it into action and networking. So most people do things that they think are helping advance their career, but they still choose the path of least resistance. So what does that mean? Let's say you're in this industry, you've been a coordinator for 2 years, 3 years, whatever the case may be. You see a job posting, right? I think that's really the first problem. The job postings are really like the last thing you should do. The first thing you should be doing, even before you're looking for a new job, is networking. So if you've been a CRC 2-3 years, think of all the CRAs you've come across at your place of work. Now think of all their colleagues, and think of LinkedIn and how useful it is to connect and interact and just network. Not even ask them for anything. Just network. So many people drop the ball here. Why? Because this is a high energy situation. You're dealing with other people. It's a dynamic environment, so it's not predictable. And there really is no right way to go about it. It's just you, all your creativity, and putting additional resources into the time it takes to actually network. So that's outside of your job responsibilities. Networking on LinkedIn, it might sound like more work. You don't get paid for it. At least directly you don't. But think about it. Who's in charge of your career? Like, people who get into clinical research, this is not a job. This is more than a job, even at entry-level roles. This is a career if you cultivate it the right way. So you have to think of it, even if you're not an entrepreneur, you have to think of your career as your business, your small business. Every small business needs biz dev. Every small business needs marketing. What is that? That's networking. That's filtering opportunities. That's looking for opportunities. That's, get this, the highest energy level, creating opportunities for yourself. So rule number 1, go to job postings last. Go to human beings first. And start with the sphere of influence you already know. You'd be amazed how many people, if you just talk to them, the ones you already know, and say, hey, this is my goal. I want to be a CRA and I'm a coordinator right now. Or I want to be an in-house CRA, whatever. Talk to the people in your sphere of influence that are already, ideally the ones that are already there, or the ones that are connected to those people that are already there. You're going to be amazed what kind of advice they give you, what kind of help they give you, what kind of introductions they make for you. It's all about who you know in this industry. Less about what you know, more about who you know. This is not the case for academia. This is not the case for what you've been taught in school. You've been taught that what you know is what matters. I'm here to tell you, of course it matters. But who you know is more important. And to add a layer of complexity on top of what you know, it's not just what you know. Knowledge is only potential. It's action that actually will bring you the results. And that action takes energy. It takes ATP. It takes time away from something else you could have been doing in order to cultivate your opportunities. So that's one thing. Don't go straight for the job postings. Another thing, another mistake I see people make is they exclude themselves as soon as they read a job posting. So despite what I just said about go to job postings last, I think job postings are good to like calibrate the opportunities that are out there. And yes, it doesn't hurt to apply. Just click a button and apply to all of them. And if you get interviews, show up to the interviews. You'd be amazed, by the way, if you just apply to all of them, how many interviews you end up getting, and then just do the interviews. I mean, what's the worst they could say is no, sorry. You're already in that situation. Like, you are already at no, whether you apply or not. So you might as well go do the interview, get to meet a recruiter, get to meet maybe a hiring manager, connect with them on LinkedIn afterwards. You're building your network. I'm a site owner. I apply for studies all the time. I get rejected 9 out of 10 times on average. So what? Those are still contacts. That's still an opportunity. That's still a rep for all you workout people that go to the gym. Get your reps in. Doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Just the fact that you're doing it is what matters. All right. Number 2 thing people do when they go to these job listings, they exclude themselves automatically. For example, oh, this one says I need 2 years of experience. I only have 1. So I won't even apply. Big mistake. Wrong move. They do that sometimes. Sometimes they are strict about these things. There's nothing you can do. But so what? Apply anyways and let them not call you in. Let them tell you that you don't apply. You don't tell yourself. And this is how you build confidence as well. Because every now and then you do this, you're going to actually get interviews. You're going to go to the interview. You might do better than you thought. You might come closer than you thought to getting the job. So that'll give you confidence. That'll increase your confidence for the next time to go out there and apply and maybe even get the job this time. So that's another thing you got to do, is make sure you actually don't self-limit your opportunities. Let the market limit. They're gonna limit your opportunities naturally. That's what markets do. That's what job markets do. You don't need to add to that difficulty by limiting yourself. So apply. This is the case whether you are brand new or whether you have experience in this space. A third thing is kind of related to the first one, but it's actually taking it a step further from LinkedIn and trying to go in person. So whether you're someone trying to break into the industry, I keep telling you guys and gals, the small research sites are the answer. And where do people still think they need to go? Academic medical centers. Those are the last places that are going to take somebody that's brand new. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, but the comments I'm getting from Guru Nation are consistent with what I'm saying. Academia is great for some people, but if you want a career in this industry and you want the most versatility and you want to become a generalist, it's probably the last place you should go. The first place you need to be going are small research sites in your area that do industry-sponsored trials, which are, oh, by the way, 80% of studies now on the market. So, also in person, you can go to things like ACRP local chapter meetups, SOCRA local chapter meetups, other organizations that do it, in-person events. Every opportunity you can to go that you can afford. ACRP and SOCRA are free from my understanding for their actual local chapter meetups. Others you pay, like ACRP annual convention you pay, it's kind of expensive. SOCRA you pay. I had somebody ask me because they lived in Miami and SOCRA was just there last week. Should they go? I said, if you can afford it, go. There's obviously a lot of sites there, but it's expensive. So I don't know if it's very practical for you to go. But guess what? Here's something. I just thought of this now. I should have told this person. It just didn't. Inspiration didn't hit me yet. It hit me now for Guru Nation. Let's say there's a conference in your town, but you can't afford to go. Let's say it's $8,000 and you're like, no way. Respect, I wouldn't do it either. Find the people that you know are going to go on LinkedIn. They're posting, these people, site owners, are posting on LinkedIn, hey, I can't wait till next week when I go to SOCRA. Looking forward to meeting all you guys there. You can meet with these people. They go to dinner, they go to lunch, they go get coffee. Maybe reach out to 20 of them and say, hey, you know what? I'm not actually attending the conference, but I live in the area. Would love to take you to one of my local, like, favorite coffee places. Coffee's on me. I mean, you'll still get like 9 out of 10 no's, I think. Maybe less. But you'll get like 1 or 2 or 3 to say, okay, thank you. Or how about this? Like, I'll pick you up from the airport. And, like, I know you don't know me, but here's my LinkedIn profile. I'm just trying to break in the industry. 1 out of 10 of those might say yes. So these are high energy output events, out of the box thinking. But these are ways that are actually going to work. If you want abnormal results, meaning if you want to outperform your peers, you got to do abnormal things, like stuff like this. Just my thoughts on this, like self-limiting, seeking career opportunities, whether you're already in the space or not. These tactics apply to everybody. I've picked people up from the airports and driven them places just to do podcasts with them. You can check my YouTube channel. I picked up the CEO and founder of a CRO because I wanted to get him on my podcast and I wanted to possibly do business with him later. Like, I do this stuff too, guys. So, like, subscribe, comment, share. Let me know what you think. The opportunities are out there. Don't treat this industry like another job. Treat it like a career. Treat it like your small business, because it is, and it literally might be if you actually do create a small business too. Talk to you soon, Guru Nation. The opportunities are there. Just gotta grab them. Bye-bye.